Hello, everybody. Another daily chat here. This is not only going to be for the twin flames, it's going to be a general message about winning the inner fights within you. And the main reason to win the inner fights, it is about you to have and experiencing the internal peace that you are seeking all your life. That internal peace when there is no stress, there is no things that can knock you off shift. Yes, there could be a disturbances, but you to learn how to manage in yourself because that internal peace is the most important thing for you. Because after the inner peace, you're going to be looking at to your own personal soul evolution from within. It's going to be looking at that internal wisdom that is going to be getting you within yourself. You're going to be wondering how you know things that you probably never read, you never watched, you never even come into your mind, and all of a sudden you know things. The reason is once you put the things in order within yourself, you do all those things, you finally stop disagreeing with yourself. That disagreement within your own self leads to disagreement with others. You basically understand how to navigate your own relationships with yourself that affects the relationships with others. So it's going to be a very good message. It's going to be a very good thing. And right now, it's the moment to recognize the people who came to the chart. Margot, thank you. Good morning to you. Ray, very good conversations we had last night. May the love be with us. May the force be with us. And Sonia, unseen and said. So, haven't heard anything from Diamond B yet or any informations about it. So, please be patient and send some energy of love and prayers about Diamond B and the baby. Okay, please. We love them and they've been with us. And hopefully everything's going to be okay. And yes, so much baby love. So much baby love. Here we go. Where it comes from the inner fights. When you look within yourself, you have this programming with inner desires. Those desires, they are led from the ego, the things that you want. The things that you want that so much because that's how you think this will be leads to your personal satisfactions from within you. But that comes to a change once you become an awakened. Once you become an awakened, you begin to deal with one thing: energies, vibrations, gravitations, and your whole world turns upside down because you understand within yourself. This kind of like a lower conversations. They're not anymore related to you. You cannot simply walk into the bar and go ahead and talk about the average conversations that everybody has. What did they got? What did they bought? What did they so on? What did they achieve into the material world? You're like, oh my God, you guys are still blind. You feel like an outsider. You feel like this energy is from within yourself, and inside of you begins to have this inner fight. What did you do? The energies that within yourself. You're born with a certain energy. You're born with a certain gravity within yourself. Those energies, they are teaching you of who you are. And throughout life, throughout the experience, you're learning those energies within yourself that leads to the relationships with others. If you're looking at your relationship, it's all about to have a control, to put so much energy, time, and effort to have a certain outcomes. Why? To satisfactions of the ego. The ego works with desires. But when you become to awaken, the soul does not have a desires. the soul asking you for needs, the needs of embodiment of the soul, to go ahead and be your higher self, to be this conscious personality from within you, to become the best energy from within you, because the distort energies within yourself leading to your crashes in life. You can have a lot of situations in life, a lot of the things, a lot of all sort of it. That could be personal related, that could be a family related, that could be a business related, work related, friendship, acquaintances, religions, cultures, so on and so on. Everything underneath the sun. It could be, I'm not going to talk about individual situations and examples or so on within this, but looking at within yourself, you're seeking that internal peace. The energies that's going to be coming in this year, that's going to be the new wisdom that's going to walk in after the new energies of the inner peace. The wisdom it's going to come in is going to support your inner peace. That inner peace it's going to help you and lead you within your mind to override the mind of your ego personality desires. Those desires, they create this energy distortions, this energy mismatch from within you because of what it is and what you want, and you want to win all the time. Win over to your conversations, winning over in relationships, winning over at work, proving yourself to parents, anything that you kind of like doing it, it comes in from that. While the soul, it comes in and tells you, improve yourself, work on yourself, do your inner work, make peace within yourself, be the peace from within you, because the award that I'm going to give you with this peace is the wisdom from within, because that wisdom is going to pass in you, in your family, in your kids, in your everyone that is going to be around you. Now, by knowing this, you begin to have the fights between the ego and the soul within your mind. And here is what a lot of the people who stepping up into the soul relationships, talking about soulmates, twin flames, divine partnership, however you wanna, your situations might be, it is about that they still operating, once awakening, they're still operating from their own personal desires. The thing it is that even if looking at within the history in there, the personal desires, that is a when everyone told you how, what, and you should behave. Over the years, we lost the culture. Over the years, we lost this uh, knowledge of how to act as a human being. But where did that came from? That came from the soul. You to go ahead and begin of the very simple things of, hey, how are you? Good morning. Is everything okay? I see something, and is anything you need, and so on and so on. Talking about the empathy, the compassion, the human compassion. It doesn't matter what the situation is. While today in the today's society, everything is turned cold. That is because everyone needs someone to fulfill what's missing from within them. That is about energies. Winning the fight from within you, it's come from the desire of the inner soul. This is a high vibrations inner peace that comes in. A lot of the people will not resonate with this video, and I can get it. The reason I'm making this video right now, it is about you. You who's going to be achieve the next step. You're going to go ahead and get that inner peace, and you follow it with the wisdom that it's coming behind it. You better get ready for that inner peace from within you. I know that for some of the people, they still want to achieve something, desire, goals, situations within life. But when you listen the soul from within you, thank you, Ray. When you listen the soul from within you, it's going to put you to the best place, to the best positions, to the best circumstances, to the best situations, you ever desired or imagined from within you. That is it when you don't stay in the path of your own destiny from within yourself. Because you don't have the desire, you don't do the fights anymore, you don't fight for the things from within you. You're stopping wanting, needing, demanding, and being all these energies. And Andrea, thank you for coming in. Tiffany, thank you for coming in. When this inner peace walk within yourself is also inner peace within your energies. When this inner peace overrides and set up the mind from within you, once you reach over a certain percentage, let's say like over a 55, 60% in there, you begin to want it more and more because you finally understand what is this inner peace leads you to it. What is that beautiful inner peace of love within yourself? And you want more of it. Why? Your soul have that needs now. You have that same needs because your desires, your demands of the others, what they should do for you, your demands towards others about you, and so on and so on, they were destroying the energies from within you. Programming from parents, programming from the cultures, programming from the religions, programming under certain situations about life. They're not working anymore. You're going out with out there in the world, and you might feel like, what's happening to me? Why am I so much awakened? Why am I so much about this? Okay, and you understanding within in this inside of you, the soul begins to emerge from within your mind. That connection within your mind leads to this. Unseen and said the diamond bee and the baby are okay. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We've been looking at that baby for it. So if you say that is okay, then everything's good. And we are gonna be all right. And thank you, Sonia, for updating on this. Now it's different peace and happiness. Whew. All right. Okay. For it, Tiffany, thank you for that button in there. And that baby is with us during all this transition, all this period. And it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful here as a community out and open, what we're doing. Become more examples of this. And I know that the energies is going to be coming more and more better. But before it gets better, they're going to get pushing the rest of it. The rest of it, 45 or whatever it's in your journey, percentage within your mind. You're going to understand that the ego, the lower vibrations, that it's either they're your own or towards others, taught you about you to protect from those energies, you to not engage within these energies. You're probably on these positions that you can't watch anymore toxic movies, toxic informations, toxic situations, and so on. You all of a sudden had enough of this. You begin to stay away from all these situations, you stay from even all these informations. Right now, what you're going to look for it is expanding more your subconscious, because within your subconscious, that's where the wisdom is. That's what the inner peace is. Those energies that awaken you, now you get awakened from your in your DNA. And so beautiful when you reach this. But how to win it? Because the fight, the inner fight from within you, you win it with constant, precise inner actions from within. First of all, recognize the red flags from within yourself. When the ego emerges and it says like, Well, this person did this for me. This person did that for me. This person should have done this. This person should have done that. How about you? Did you did your bargain from within? Talking about the masculine perspectives right now, the masculine perspective, it is looking at, you know what? Take the courage, take the stand, take everything. I'll take this feminine energies within me and I'm going to do it the right way. So now you're putting within yourself your personalities, you put in your energies where they are. You took the authority within your spirit, you took the intuition of listening in your spirit, you took in it your love, which is Venus, to put it in your spirit. You took your masculine, you became a divine masculine energies in there. Okay. You put your intimacy from within yourself and your self healing, your own wounds. And all this is because you using the divine communications from within yourself. So this is why the self-talk for it, this self-process of overriding the new learnings from within you, it leads you to become this new personality and it stops the fights from within you. Because the person you have to agree before you agree with somebody else is you, not somebody else. Uh, so baby still needs a little bit more time. Prayers. We're gonna send the prayers. Hopefully there's gonna be universe. Just keep this baby and keep the diamond being the baby at the right times, and let it be what it's meant to be. And please protect them, watch over them, and let's be the love. Amen. So you're gonna experience inner fights in your daily to daily activity from within you. You're gonna be feeling it. The collective probably gonna feeling it first. Your own from within yourself, and you're gonna kind of like a match within these energies. Learning not to engage with lower energies, just to see them, is gonna be a primary concern from within you. It's one thing to recognize the lower vibrationals situations and the lower vibrational energies in there, then engage within them. When you engage within them, basically you give them an attention and they grow. And I give them an attentions, they have no feet. You're starving them. That is your job. Okay, you go ahead and have this healthy ego from within you that protects you. I don't need that. If they comes in and you know and they ask for advice and so on, you can just give them the words and advice, but don't engage within that lower energies because that's gonna bring your lower energies down and that's gonna suck the energies out of you. Once you actually engage in the energy situations, the person have to learn to win that battle from within. The moment you win that battles, though, that is going to be your internal happiness from with yourself. You're going to learn that you grow, you evolve, and a whole new personality that you are always wanted to be. Actually, you always know who you are. You just striving it to achieve that. That's what you came here on earth. And during this process, you getting it all this from within you. Now you as awakened, not as a sleeper. You awaken from within you. Now you're doing it. This changes. And let me tell you, the divine is going to be working from within you. You're going to get messages, you're going to get situations, you're going to get things from within. But the inner wisdom that's going to be walking in, I'm talking about within the next few months, we are going to be experiencing this wisdom. That's going to be the wisdom of the age of Aquarius. But all the preparations about this begins now, not tomorrow, begins now. Working up within those energies. They're going to preparing us within the material world. They're going to preparing the basis from within. And after that, during the retrograde season, we're going to have a little rough time talking about astrology. But the overall outcome out of this is going to be, are you preparing for this new wisdom inside of you? Some of you are going to gain wisdom that it's old, very old. That is a encoded wisdom through the generations from within. It's not only, you're not only have in a generational karma, you actually have also generational wisdom that is going to be open in there, whatever you learned. Okay, you're going to open up in this, and those uh, energies, they are going to be coming from within you. Just for 1 second, I gotta close the door. Sorry about that. It is what it is, right? You have to maintain the situations inside. Just because someone has heated conversations and so on, can feel the energy. But you know what? It is what it is. Sometimes you're gonna have those heated conversations with people because there is no balance in the energies. But if you are balanced, doesn't matter what the outcome is, that is going to lead you from within, because the universe maintains that balance, not you. But if you maintain your own balance with the balance in the universe, now you're talking about wisdom from whole another ball game level. We're talking about cosmic wisdom that's going to walk from within you. When that cosmic wisdom comes from within you, that is going to bring the things even much better. The age of Aquarius is going to bring that cosmic wisdom, but it cannot achieve that if you have not achieved this inner fight within yourself. So look inside of you. If you have inner fights about situations, or something went wrong, or work, or whatever that might be, understand it. Why do you have the fights? Where are they coming from? Go there, take a look at it, your root cause, where it came from, whether for the first time you have that problem within your memory, and discover it. It comes in from something that you desired. Did you really want to desire that so bad that you can ruin your life? And then you understand it's not. And then your soul is going to come in, it's going to help you. It's going to be coming in and giving you this guidance inside of it that's going to increase the inner peace from within you. Let me tell you, if you, the biggest battle that you're going to win is the one with yourself. You win that battle, your internal happiness is going to be on the level that you never imagined from within. Guaranteed. It's going to be rough within yourself, but you does that, it's going to worth the price you pay, whatever the price might be. Now I can take some few questions, guys. Um, all right. If there is no questions, let's see. Absolutely, the inner battle has been the path. Yes, Xanapix, thank you for this. The inner battle within one, it's won by the soul. You're going to want to have it more and more. You're going to be looking at it for what else I need to battle within, what else I need to improve. And when you do that, you look at it for the rest of the things that you have to put in order. The more things you put it inside of you in order with the energies in you, the energies Those are the emotions. These emotions, they set up your psyche, your personality within you. That personality changes to the spirituality personality. And now, with the inner peace and the universe knowledge, the universe wisdom, now that embodiment of the soul begins to be more and more powerful. You're going to be working with this new life universal energy in there. The wisdom comes and knowledge to operate from a whole new ball game in life. A wisdom that's going to be like what they said, beyond your ears. It's going to be a good. My TF texted me last night. It's been like 18 months that he's done so. It was polite, surprisingly. We were expecting some of the twin flames to Xana picks my ear and buzzing. You get the download, Xana. That's good. I like that. Yeah, we've been talking about that. The twin flames who win this, they did this inner work. They getting into this energy, and the truth is there. You're gonna feel it. Some of the people, they feel like they did something, but if the truth is not there, they haven't not completed. They will come in contact, but now you have the responsibility from within yourself to see what it is, because the energy of truth doesn't allow to cross that cross of that threshold in there. Uh, he basically said, "I wish you well." Honestly, um, it is about this well for it. Maybe there's gonna be like, I'll let you go. You be all right, and you gotta be okay with all this. And four, you gotta be okay, because the universe creates the balance now, not everything. Xana picks, if you have a lot of ringing in the ear, that's mean that is a something work from within you that triggers these informations. Maybe that informations that we talk about the videos is for you. So I'm so happy that you're probably gonna get some of these energies. Ray, reviewing my life in the pattern which keeps me come up showing me I still have lessons to learn. We all have lessons to learn, including this guy here that's talking to you, me, and we don't know everything. We don't know everything. The more we look at it, the more I see it from within. I'm like, how much more we don't know. And guess what? The more I look that we know, I understand we don't know nothing about it. Still have to be kind of like a crawling like a babies, in these energies, operating with the energies, dealing with the energies, changing within the energies, the gravitations, the use of the energies, the sense of the energies, and so on and so on. But with all these evolutions that we did, right, actually our relationship with ourselves improved to a so much beautiful level that resonates with the people that are on the same level with us, and we get into this understanding that it's coming in. uh, so uh, hurry hurry late CC. Hi CC, thank you for the white rabbit. Where is my white rabbit? Here. There is my white rabbit. It's right in here. There you go. See how beautiful it is? I found that rabbit last year. I still having it. I'm finding things like this all over the place on my walks. They coming to me, and so on. And yeah, I love those rabbits. Ray, laughing loud, just about to say, the more I know, the less we know. Yeah, the less we know. Um, that's what we're doing this daily chat here, so we can discuss in it. Uh, we can discuss in it in here. We can talk about this in here. And that way, through the discussion, we actually, all of us, evolve here. But also for the people who's going to watch these videos down the road. And that's what they are meant. Because most of the people right now, they don't resonate with this. Most of the people out there, they're in survival mode. That survival mode, it doesn't really cut it out. Okay. So, well, CC, I was talking about that the ego is looking satisfaction while the soul asking for the needs. You are missing. You have to rewatch the video from the beginning, CC. But we had these conversations today over the Facebook with CC and talking about this. The real beautiful satisfactions is when your actions matching your soul from within, the embodiment of the soul, that inner peace that you have in your soul, in your mind, in your heart, in your wallet, in your emotions, in your energies. That's what the inner peace is. Then you look at it, that beautiful parts within satisfactions, because you're satisfied from with who? With in your own self. All right. Uh, yeah. So, but yes, CC, I want to say thank you. Actually, I'm going to give you the credit for this because you are triggering that conversations today, even though the energies are for this. There was a urge me to make a video about taking more divine masculine perspective and kicking more tail of using the divine masculine energies, but I don't think so. It was the ego desire underneath that find situations that the people are not ready. Even if you deliver a very inspirational push-up masculine energy, the people are not ready for to hear things that gonna disturb their demons. Okay, most of the people, they love to feed demons. Most of the people, they love the gossip. Most of the people, they love to judge. Most of the people want it to be all the time going somewhere, going to a bar, going to this, just to escape the inner work. So, Sissy, in a baby language, how? How do I know what my soul wants? I feel the soul is perfect and it's my human who wants, feels in its satisfaction, and I'm a soul having human experience. How do I drop satisfaction? The ego is satisfied when it owns more, have more, while the soul is satisfied with the inner peace and the evolution because you embody it more, the soul from within. CC. But if you have this mismatches of your ego presenting itself as a soul, then you have this disturbed energies and you're never gonna feel that. That is the part of you two actually combined everything within one, the internal personal oneness from within. When the ego, we talked about this before, when the ego becomes your shield, you are not acting from your egos anymore. The ego is there that protecting you. Okay, the ego have desires. This person have to do this. That person has to do that. Uh, that person gets have to give this to me. I feel that this person is like this. I feel like that person is like that. Okay, you get all this. Okay, you get all this. But what do you do with it? You have to do something. You have to create an action. And looking at from within yourself, you have to strive for something. Some of the people don't have a goal in life. But if you look at it inside of you, what is your goal in life? Your personal soul. Where did you came from here? Okay. The goal, it's not only human based. The goal in a human based, that it's a something that you can uh, uh, you can go ahead and put as a point of attention, whereas your energy is gonna go. That's what the goal is. Ultimately, that's what goal is. You've written down your goals, your dreams in life. You put everything that you want to achieve. The goals is about you to achieve things inside of you. But when it comes into the spirituality, okay, you also have to have a goal. And Xanapix says it's one of the best goals is reconstructing myself as one goal. Actually, reconstructing yourself as a goal, it is the need that the soul it's telling you that you need to do from within. But for example, you can have a goal as a soul that you can inspire the humanity. That is a goal. Goal is also talking to other people, help them out to be. Goal could be written a book. Goal could be writing a post. Goal can be a simply you're out there giving an example of what you do within your life, how you change your life, how you become clear from your lower self, how you got clear from things. You used your soul. So but if your soul doesn't want anything, that's mean that from within your side, maybe you have to look. Why does the soul doesn't want anything? Maybe you are putting a blockage within your soul. You're blocking your spirituality because of the fears. One of the biggest reason why the people don't have a spiritual goal, that is a because lack of fear, lack of the knowledge, the situations, and so on. But you are who you are. Maybe because of your gift, CC, you have fear of putting some kind of goal because you see so many goals at the same time. You don't know where to orient it within, but focus within one. Where is the attention goes? That's where the energy flows. So that's why I ask in a baby language how to know what my soul wants. I don't want to say, don't say go within. No, you don't. It's not about only just saying to go within. You really have to go within because you know what to do. The question is are you going to listen what the soul's going to tell you? Because your soul is here on earth. It has its human experience. Yeah. You're here to have human experience, the embodiment of the soul. But if you don't know what the goal of your soul is, how are you going to be putting the attention, time, and the effort of this? So, does my human always follow the goal of my soul? As the human, no. Actually, the human part maybe sabotage yourself, sabotage, fear, keeping your fear, keeping you feel small, keeping you like you can't achieve this. You're not made for this. You're not born for this. The ego can devaluate yourself from within. This is one of the things that people don't realize when they lost belief on their own powers from within, just because other people don't believe in them. So, yeah. Deep diver, thank you for coming in. In ideal situations, what if nobody needs help and everyone can help themselves and get inspirations directly from God? That right there is creating that what you're talking about and referring, deep diver. That is a when the unconditional love become a lifestyle, and then we're gonna create the paradise. We get directions from God. That's what Adam and Eve. They didn't follow directions from God. They did the things and they were tossed out. And now we have to look at why did they were tossed out? How are we gonna go back there? And pretty beautiful that you asked that questions actually. Pretty beautiful. In ideal situations, but we are not in ideal situations here. We still have conflicts. And instead of solving the conflicts, a lot of the people begin to look how they can create the conflict because that's how they used to be. Some of the people don't feel good if they don't have a conflict to solve. Some of the people always have to dig into something, while the answer was actually one thing. You see the conflict, understand the conflict with wisdom from within, and find the inner peace uh, for. I cannot do a goal what my soul did not have. CC, you maybe only came here as observer. In that case, if you really dig inside of you, you don't see that soul goal from within you. You came here only as observer. You just let me go on vacation on Earth, and I can just go ahead and see how the people are, and I will see what they feel, and I can just go ahead and enjoy myself here on Earth. And if your soul is confusing you, that means there is something else is going on. Now I have to tell you, you have to go within. Uh, oh yes, one hell of vacations. You picked that up, CC. But when you tell me that you don't have a goal as a soul, then it's like, really? uh, maybe you came in here to practice situations. I don't know. You know more deep from within you. All right. Um, Xanapix, goal would be to do it yourself and become an example for others to do. That is the self mastery. Exactly, Xanapix. That's what this is, the self mastery from within. And beautiful that you recognize this. For me, this question leads to the ultimate goal of all creation. Deep diver, yes. Why would you want to learn the creations, deep diver? What will be the purpose of this? So one day, you as a soul can be given a solar system. You can create new Earth. How about that as a responsibility within the universe? Funny, right? Not really. So, Sissy, who what seen through my eyes into the world? Ah, you, what do you see? You're learning. Through everything you see with all your antennas, Sissy, you're learning a lot of stuff. And yes, dear, you are extremely intelligent to get my question. What a remarkable answer. Thank you. So my ultimate goal is to know and connect to my creator God. Exactly. When you go ahead and touch back with the creations, with the creator, you will understand divine purposes beyond even people. That is. That is the power of the divine awakening inside Deep Diver. I spoke about this quite a few years back. People ask me, Gio, what is the purpose of the twin flames? And I told them, you have to learn first how to develop yourself. After that, you develop a partnership. After that, with that partnership, you are developing a healthy family. After you develop a healthy family, you know how to develop a healthy environment, healthy gravitations from within. And after that, you learn how to create a healthy planet. Let me remind you about the story about Adam and Eve. They had Cain and Abel and the fight within the brothers and so on. And look at it, is that was it the proper creation? Actually, through that lessons, it's telling us what we have to achieve in life: a healthy family environment. Does that mean there was no healthy environment between Adam and Eve? A lot of the things still, but yeah, that's what goes in there. Not what I'm saying. I want to hear my soul say what it wants to do clearly. I'm tired of being this good example, blah. Okay, but who, me, soul or human? Ah, you still have to fight within yourself. Who do you listen to, CC? You listen to your soul or human. Learn that difference within the ego is wants to have more and gets more and so on, while the soul is like, look inside. You already more from within. Deep diver, not funny, Dio, regarding solar system creations. Absolutely possible. I totally agree. The answer of yours is mind blowing. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, thank you. A lot of people are not ready for this deep diver. They're not, but they gotta prepare for it because that's what the soul is going in. That's what this new wisdom of Age of Aquarius supposed to bring in. This new wisdom that we are not only our flesh, we are also an energy that existing in the universe. We are one whole union with the universe. The more we evolve, the more the universe evolves. Yep, that's what this is. CC, does my soul lead me and through life or should because of my soul mission? When you find your soul mission from it, your soul mission leads you. CC, yes. Stubborn? Oh, come on. Take the glasses off. You know you're stubborn. CC, I don't have to call you. We know each other. Come on. But through that stubbornness, you can find the power of you to go ahead and persist. Okay? Because behind that stubbornness of yours, there is this persistence and constantly learning. I gotta give you, you know, heads up about this because you doing okay with that. You know it. You learn a lot. You study a lot, and you did some progress. So now I can call you stubborn in progress. How about that? Xanapix, I can't escape human existence because I'm here and I bleed, but I also see other perspective from soul. When you look at it in that human experience there, when we are understanding the soul and that the soul has a human experience, then we put the things in order. It's not like a survival mode. I have to go and do everything about surviving, because if I don't survive, I'll die. Well, with all due respect, you're gonna die one day. When, what, when, how, and for whatever reasons, eventually you're gonna die. Might as well accept that and start living your life in full. with your soul experience in here, and do your best to become your best version of yourself in there. And if you bleed up, let the soul and the spirit heal you. You need to understand that if your soul was hurt, your internal world was hurt, because your soul built internal world, and then someone built, crushed your inner world, and they walk into your soul, and they just like their ego had all the desires there to do it from within, and you bleed out. But when you look at it through the Holy Spirit from within, it's gonna comes in and rebuild that internal world. And then the Holy Spirit is gonna build a whole new garden, whole new situations from within you. And then together with the soul from within you, you can actually Xanapix have a very beautiful soul experience with embodiment that soul. Deep diver, very wise comment regarding the stubborn comment. Love the way you alchemized energy from negative to constructive persistence. Yes, deep diver, we actually mastered it last year to look at it, everything from the both side, leading into illuminations. You can't just see the one side and not look at it the other. Talking about the coin principle, and it has two different faces, but they're part of the whole thing. So if you cut one coin right in the middle, uh, uh, and you look at it, you can't pay it. It's not whole coin inside. It is the same thing with the understandings. Now, deep diver, this understandings, this wisdom that is we're talking about, this illumination process that goes on right now, it is the one that brings the life forward, moves forward, push the people is to get a new informations, look at it, new things, have a new experience from soul perspective, from energy perspective, dreams, seeking informations, and so on. And yes, you have to alchemize this. That is actually the part of use the energy to convert it from positive to to a negative, and from the negative combine it all to become a illuminating energy. That's what it is. People study how to do alchemy and trying to convert everything to gold. Well, actually, the alchemy, it is about to turning to this beautiful light, this gold ray light, as a gold ray twin flames talk about it. That's what this is. That's what twin flames is as well. That's what soulmate, divine partnerships is to look at it, all those energies, and illuminate it from there. And glad that you get in it, actually. I'm glad. Very good. Um, I don't want to say acceptance, because with the acceptance, there is also this deeper understanding of the process and the energies within you, deep diver, that those energies actually matching this. You can read that. It is very beautiful that that works with you. So, very good. At the end of this life, when we come forward and him tell him still disagree his choice, choosing me, he's going to smile and cry, isn't he? Dio is holding back with me. Oof. I don't know what you mean, CC, but Xanapix, I'm missing him. You need to understand, if you're missing so much your divine partner, your significant other, or simply your, that's mean you're missing something from within you. You're missing what they gave it to you. I can understand if you miss them, the energies exchanges with them. I'm missing. I will understand if you missed uh, this deep conversations for it. Oh, you mean a Gold Ray, Twin Flame? Uh, he was I call him the colonel of the Twin Flames. Sometimes he was really on his divine masculine energy, and he did not even worry about it. Yes, and but you need to understand that in that perspective, the way he is, who was, he still is an energy in there. Uh, that energy of him, he put a lot of people in the right places. With him, there was no cutting corners. It's like, and so on. But he gave us all this wisdom from within. So, Sisi, I felt someone in soul and they share something with me, but the person, he doesn't feel it. Why did this happen? Because Sisi, you can go inside of the person, you can feel what's going on within them because you're open. You can go, you're like the dolphins. It's you send signal, it's come back to you and you feel what it is. But why do they don't feel it? For why do they don't feel it? They don't feel it because they're closed. A lot of the people they shut their soul, their divine energies within them. A lot of the people is like they're not even open to the energies. You can feel it, but they don't. So they're not open. Ray, pay attention in the back row. Melt would say, yeah, the back row, the silent ones. Yeah, the people who, they just stay in the back and monitoring and so on. Yeah. Zana Peak, he was very helpful back in 2012. I dream of him soon before he died. That was a wisdom always there. Actually, yes, his YouTube channel still, and the energy is there. That is the good part of YouTube. That keeps the videos there for. CC is the soul separate from the energy, I feel. Actually, the soul operates with the energy because the soul is the universal energy is within you. The soul operates with the energy between people. The emotions turns into energy. The energy turns into a magnetic field, and that magnetic field turns to a gravity. And the soul is the one that actually sensing things. When he sends the soul vibrations, he turns them into an energy. That energy is processing within your mind, and it turns into emotion. That's how you understand all this process. What comes into my antenna? You comes into antenna, whatever you pick it up. But since you have so many antennas, CC, woohoo. All right, we got a big dog in the house. Hi, big dog. Thank you for coming in. And seems like a pretty good chat today. Maybe there is not a lot of people, but there's a good chat. I like it. So I believe within you, CC, you have a hyperactivity within your mirroring neurons with cooperating with probably a very huge capacity of your CHAT within the brain. It's like emitting and receiving can goes like instantly. Means that you are fine tuned within that. But since you have too many things, too many too many situations, too many in and out, you don't have time to process one thing at a time. you process too. So yeah, you, CC, yes. Why do you do that? That is it because of you have to learn how to balance it, control it, control it with your thinking. I have two monitors, three actually, but the one I didn't turn it on yet. For if you have paid to the one monitor, then I don't see you. But if you have paid this attention to this monitor, I don't see what's going on there. But if you do all the time this, I don't see neither one nor the other. I can't pay attention to it. Sometimes with you, I have a feeling like you see 20 plus and you learning, trying to learn and all that. So focus. One thing at a time. All right. Any of you came with a clever idea what we're going to discuss it tomorrow? Guys. Beautiful energy, actually, from the chat. Very beautiful. I know the energy is out there in the world right now. It's like everyone wants to be on their cell phones and prove their authority and use their intuitions and so on and so on. Yeah, well, yeah, but you have attentions dialed to higher dimensions. CC, these dimensions are different people and so on. CC, throw your thoughts into art. Painting or drawing may help. Oh, there you go. May the force be with you, Ray. You said it. You said it. But that's what I wrote you about the soul. Yeah, I already mentioned it, CC. Yeah. So, CC, want me to share this about the soul? Okay, let me go back in there. Right. CC. So, I don't want to, but my soul is telling me to feel and antennas. So do I follow my soul if I answer her call? Understands me. So you say the soul has desire, and the other four is for I can have, feel, and want satisfaction. Sisi, I'm trying to understand confusion that you create, and you're trying to tell me understand me. Okay, let me try to understand you, or I have to do understand you. Maybe I'm probably not the only one who gets you. Yes, please. Yeah, because of the energies. Yes, we're talking the same language with the energies, and that's what that is from within. But to answer the call, what's going to happen if you're getting way too many calls at the same time? I don't know how much did that wiring or that the way you process informations within you. So interesting. It's like you are multi souls from within you that do a multi personality from within you. Uh, uh, There is so much. That's what I'm saying. It's like get this into under one thing. One. I think that's what you came here to not being split it up, but to combine, to unify it. So that's what I see uh, for. DOCC needs to let go and let the universe do its work. Oh, she's been doing that. Big Dog, yes. Very good advice, by the way. Yes. Very good advice. She's been doing that, but with her open receivers inside of her, sometimes she feels like it's too much because she sends people all the time. Kind of. She can sense the energies. This is like if you ever guys watch the movie Lucy, that is at the time of the moment that she can hear everyone. That was at the moment that she was going in there and listen to everyone's phone calls. But she was focused on the one thing, one conversations that she need to understand and see from within. So that's what this is, to focus on the one thing, not so many things at the same time because they all lead to incompletion. Dio, how should financially be responsible, feminine or masculine or both? Hi, Star. Thank you for coming in. Financially responsible. Everything inside the boat, they have to create what it's called a budget, family budget. Um, there is quite a few videos I made, Twin Flames and Finances, or Twin Flames and Money. I did that. I spoke on this topic, but since you asking the questions, they both have to be responsible within. Responsible, I'm talking about of understanding their needs, what it's coming, and what it's going out. Because you don't want to have a masculine going to work, makes all the money, brings it into the family. The female doesn't work. She goes out, she spends out, and all of a sudden the masculine feels like there is no appreciations in there. Okay. While the spending of the feminine does within the budget, and it creates all this environment of peace, don't put the pressure back of the masculine that he has to make more, because the more money the masculine makes and brings it at home, the more the wife spends. That's it's been for years and years and years. That's why the masculine have to step in from within their understanding. Okay, it's not like the masculine brings the home the money. Talking about real situations in here, bring all the money home, and the next week you see a new pair of shoes, and you're like, hey, I need to buy me some stuff for me. Oh well, there is no money. Maybe in the next paycheck. Okay, you bring the next paycheck and so on, and it's it's automatic deposit into your checking account, and you go in there. Well, there is no money again. There is no money again. Well, when there is no money again, when the masculine gets pissed off, then there is no money at all. You don't want to get in there. There's got to be equal of give and take. Can't just spend. So there is an old story here of a king who was rich and he was very generous person. And when the people come to him for borrowing money, he pointed out that it's like right there, open up in there and get one coin. So there was a guy who was going all the time to the king and was taken. And when it's time to return, the king told him, put it back in there in a drawer. The same guy comes in, it's like, hey, I can return it. Can I borrow more? Then He saw that this works, then went in and, hey, can I borrow more? And he walked in one day in there, and it's like, hey, king, but there is nothing in there. And the king said, if he did not put there, you cannot take it from there. So that's what this is. You can't just take and so on. So hopefully that answering this for you, Star. Okay. The whole thing it is that the both feminine and masculine, they have to have one equal understanding, one equal goal, one equal situations and understanding. But the struggles right now in the world, they are created to we have more struggles, to be striving for this survival mode. And I was listening to a colleague of mine, Kai Pacho Lesher, and he said, some of the people in the age of Aquarius, we are going to go back into the old ages. We are going to grow our own food. We're going to have our own water. We're going to make our own electricity. Rebellion against the system that it's created for survival. And so on. There is a lot of situations that some of the people who does not know how to make money or how to manage money, and they screw up everything that it is because of lack of it. They haven't learned from their parents. That's talking about immaturity. There is a lot of things that we can talk about this. But the masculine take care of the feminine, but the feminine also has to take care of its masculine, not put him on a side of the corner or shove him in another room or just a demand, 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 demand. That doesn't work. Usually, some of the feminine energies they demanding stuff because the are putting the kids first before your masculine. That's big mistakes right there. Yeah, that's a big mistakes because if the kids doesn't see a proper relationship between the feminine and the masculine, their life's gonna be ruined because they don't know how to behave with feminine and masculine when they grow up. That's a huge mistakes in there. The mother and the father should be example of relationships. And if they're not good examples, here goes a problem there. So balance has to be made. Could it be helpful to go back in my chart and talk about it now you know me better? Cece, let's talk about your chart. I think I have it. Let's talk about your chart on a Facebook maybe later on. Uh, I'm still kind of like not very well, but I don't know if you today or tomorrow. If you want, let's do it tomorrow after the astrogravitational report, CC, like today. The same time. We can have a good chat. How about that? And I can look at your chart. We can look at it and see what else is there. All right. It's been a long time I haven't looked at your chart. Of course, there is always room for improvement. All right, guys. Any of you have an idea about tomorrow's chant? I believe that that's energy of inner peace is gonna become more stronger over the time as you're reflecting. Um, so Star, what to do if your masculine has addictions or has an addiction of spend your girlfriend, money, or spend some money on the girls. I don't understand so much the question star. There is so much mixed energy. Should you give? Oh, give money. Uh, I don't think so. If the masculine has an addictions like drugs or alcohol or anything like this, that's not healthy for the family, neither for the relationships. So yeah. Uh Chart only if you feel good, and I think will be helpful for my progress. Yes, CC, we're gonna do. So CC, you suggested something. If it's possible that my soul holds the abilities and there is for it, I can carry the energies, and my physical body has the difficulty. Uh, yes, and we are not designed to hold on so much energies. We build them little by little, and I believe that for and yeah, so that could be. Uh, Big dog, I wish that you could start at 9 a.m. That will be starting too early, my brother. Well, I usually starting here about 4 or 5. Big dog, probably down the road, we'll see. Maybe I can change it to a late night to be a late afternoon in the States, but trying to satisfy so many people around the world. And here by me, it's like almost 6 p.m. So it's like 10 till 6. So, uh, Aglo, thank you for coming in. Will you do astrology charts on YouTube? I like those. Yeah, I did for it when I was recording it, when I was in the studio that I had over at United States, but now I'm here in Bulgaria. And to remind you that I started here from pretty much zero, and I built this with the help of you guys, with the energies exchange, with the donations that you guys made it, and so on. And I was able to afloat, even though there was a computer's burnout and so on. But the universe keeps this for it. The people keep coming for astrology readings and so on. And in the future, there's going to be some astrology reports, like I used to make them with explain of the charts. And I'm going to go back into that. For CC or necklace, the tall one, star, what is it? Talking about this. Okay, I'm gonna point out what this is. Okay, now as you see it, this is a Proto-Bulgarian sign of the kingdom of. That is uh, the family line of Dulo, and they were ruling all this part where today is Caucasian regions, the old Bulgarian Empire, the very first one in that regions in there. And this is found in one of the towns here in Bulgaria, not too far away from here. It's about like, give it a take, 20 miles, 30 miles, something like this. It's like about 30 kilometers or something. And actually, I made a video about this. It's been using for so many things in there. The original one is about that big, and in the bottom, it's got the IYI in there. it's also connecting to union and so on. It represents a lot of things inside, talking about the seven different ways for it. So the circle inside of it, it is, they had a knowledge beyond their years. They created the calendar, they had a different astrology. The Bulgarian calendar created back then, it is the most accurate calendar ever created. The Julian calendar is not that perfect. Sometimes, if you follow me on when I write post, I put different years, 75, uh, and you see that says Beg, and that's mean from Bulgaria in there. So, hi Marquette, thank you for coming in. So, do you have a sign from the universe before you met your twin and after you met her? Although there is this story, yes, that was it when I was at church, and I like, Father, I give up. You take the will from now. I'm letting go. I'm surrendering, and begin to be awakened at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:33. Most of the time, there was that voice: new life, new wife, new life, new wife. Like, what the heck? Who is talking to me? So I wake up at midnight, around this time, and it's who's talking to me. I had a signs. I just don't know what the signs were for. So I go to trying to find a new work to make more money to, like every masculine, trying to satisfy everything, the needs of the family and so on. But didn't happen. I tried here, I tried there. I was needed a little bit more money of what I was making, and they couldn't accept me as anywhere that I knocked for work. And all of a sudden, somebody, one of my ex jobs, they heard that I'm looking for a job, and they were like, "Dear, we're offering you this money that you are looking for. When can you start?" And 3 days later, I see this girl, and I'm like, "Why am I watching her? What is she's watching me? What is this magnetic pull towards each other?" Until one day, the light, this golden ray light, came out of her eyes. This beautiful light. I was like, I didn't know. The only thing I knew was what a beautiful soul. And everything after that is just history on YouTube. You can go ahead and watch that from the beginning. But yes, I felt her. I begin to feel her vibrations and situations. But of course, the ego games, the things, like every twin flames journey, and there was a lot of problems in there. Age, culture, language barriers, outside interference, name it, and nothing happened. So I moved on. I look at it. I had a few other soul connections, but everything leads to no no evolutions. But I evolved. I did the work there and helped the people for it. Actually, I saw today a picture of a couple who came to me as the twin flames, and they have very beautiful kids. And today I saw the pictures out of them. So happy for them. So that is one of the things that keeps me going. See that beautiful energies from there. So, Blue Swans. Hi guys. Hopefully you're doing better. By the way, guys, send some energy healing prayers because these guys, they are being too much. They still have under COVID, so let's send them a love and light. in there. G-Dust, a psychic told me to look for an equivalent triangle. He worked at a church called Trinity. Was him 2 weeks. He killed himself 1.5 years later. I'm so shocked. People who kill themselves, they cannot understand. Maybe they have a low self-esteem, self-hatred, and so on. They cannot get over it. A lot of the people who does that, they cannot overcome something that it's too big in there. Uh, the triangle, that is the divinity in there. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, masculine, female, Holy Spirit, universe, divine energies, however you want to call it. That's how it goes. I draw that triangles quite a few times and explain everything that goes there from within. So, but the soul shock, it is something that helps you to evolve from within. Uh, all right. So, do you also signs from your childhood about here everything will start making sense? Actually, from the childhood, I had a lot of downloads. I had a lot of energies in me that I didn't understand. I was very interesting in my childhood. I even went in to argue with priests. Probably I was like 4 or 5, something like that. For you know that you're doing something, even in the anger situations. You understand those energies. You do, even as a younger, but you don't understand it full what it is. You're just like, yeah. But there was a thanks for it. Yeah, I'm trying to understand it. Yeah, we all came to this point and there. The equal triangle was like a psychic told me before I met him. You gotta be very careful how you get into the people, what energy you do. Actually, we talk about with Nick today and alchemy of balance because a lot of the information's out there. It's only one point of view, one directions. Learn to look at the things from all point of view. We talk about this before, and be mindful of people with psychic readings and situations. Seek the truth, the vibrations of the truth, asking if is this the truth. For CC, love to pick Nick's brain. Oh yeah, you do. You too have. I don't know. CC. So I experienced some psychic phenomena of his spirits present, dreams, etc. Spirit who give me one. You actually want to have an energies exchange with soulmate, twin flame, divine partnership. However, you actually portion of their energy entering in you and stays with you like a permanent memory. That is a the part of the mirroring. That is a like um, those phones that or back in the days, I don't know if you remember it, back in the days there was a Palm Pilot. You handle it like this, which is actually new technologies. That's what they're using when the phones touching each other, and then the information from the one goes to the other. Or the Palm Pilot is synced with another Palm Pilot, and you're just sending the file, and it goes to the Bluetooth. It goes to the other Palm Pilot. That's how it goes. When you are in this soul connections, you actually through the souls, you are exchanging energies that connect, that has informations that what it is, what's going on, what the situations, what can you do, what can you help, dreams, parts, and so on. You get in this. But this phenomena, okay, it has been actually studied. Microsoft studied it. they actually proved that the mirroring neurons is that what works. So G-Dust, when the TF closed some dice, he become close to me, like always visited me, but he was here. And I know you're going to feel the presence of their energy all the time. Sometimes you're going to feel that energy is like they are trying to come to you within your presence. Actually, that was known. If you look at it through the Star Wars, that is a when Yoda shows up in the front of Anakin Skywalker after Yoda passed away. That is a when Obi-Wan came to look and tell him, the truth about it, a certain point of view. That is actually a very good conversations in there because he told him that that Darth Vader killed Anakin Skywalker. Actually, Darth Vader was the ego name within the personality of the Anakin Skywalker because Anakin was manipulated by the Emperor. Anakin was manipulated with him, and at the end, Anakin went to the dark side. He becomes the Darth Vader. And that moment, Darth Vader killed Anakin, the good within him. And Obi-Wan tried to explain, look, about it, the internal death and the personality. This movie's got so much deeper meanings once you get awakened. But yeah, I wish the new Star Wars coming in with totally different understanding about how to write the manuscripts for these movies. People need it. So, Star, yes, you're gonna have synchronicity with universe. I have a synchronicity with universe. Sometimes I was, oh yeah, and I begin to acting from my ego and ooh ooh hurts, all my pain. The synchronicity of the universe, they are coming to remind you and show you. It's like, hey, you have evolutions to do. We're gonna work with you. Just trust us. Let us retake over. But guess what? You're a human being. You still want to be under control. You're trying to steer and control connections and so on. So, yeah. Does anything I do help you in a chat? Yes, CC. Actually, through you, some of the things you kind of like bring in questions in here that they're very valuable. And you see, some of the people maybe they see like your distorted energies, or you look at it from within. But if you look at it behind all this, because you have this multi visions inside of it and so on, actually inside of you there is a like this very beautiful understanding of something that other people maybe down the road you will achieve. Maybe you're too far ahead of your time, trying to maybe you're operating in these powers like Lucy. Go watch that movie, guys. It's like when a Lucy reached out like close to the 80%, then she is like out. It's okay. So you're challenging things here, which is good. So don't feel like you're disturbing the force. No, you're not. Actually, you're challenging things here. So, CC, she blew it up. Come on. G-Dust, you have to look at it that nothing is lost in the universe. So don't be so much into this driving you crazy. Uh, I know it's hard, but if you look inside of it, that energy stays inside of you all the time. So try not to getting into this. Okay, take time to grieve. The grieving period is good, but sometimes the people from grieving, they forget that they have to leave. And look at it. If he looks you from above, uh, your twin flame, and he wants you to be happy, but you are in that grieving state. Do you think he's happy as well? I don't think so. So look at it from that divine perspective, G Dust. Okay, it is what it is. Yeah, exactly, CC. Starry half challenge at the inside and challenges the outside, like money addictions in Centra. Uh, money addiction is not actually. When you look inside of it, money is just a form of energies exchange. For example, you go to work, you get the money. With the money, you buy things that you don't produce. If you're producing yourself, you're not going to go to work to get the things that you need. You only need the money to go ahead and do some energies exchange. Now, if you're not doing the proper energies exchanges and not get you getting paid for what you think you're worth, then go find a place where you think you're worth for it. But that it's coming from within you. Okay, people who have a money addictions, usually that is a people who they striving for acceptance from others, shows up to others. Look at me, how much I am, how much I was, and so much. Even that some of the people they may be like an example of all this and so on, but there is a few examples. You can find some of the richest people out there, and all they do it just shows off how much cars that they have, how much things that they have, and so on and so on. But people also see Keanu Reeves, for example, riding the bus, right? He's balancing himself, being a human being. All right, guys. Okay, so let's look at it for idea for chat, and if it's not, let's share the love and the light, and we're gonna come in tomorrow. I found the God Christ through the energy He sends me. Yes, there is always divine awakening. There is always is. You're always gonna find this from within. We should do a live movie about twin flames and the real thing deal. We all here. Maybe we should do a. I don't know how to create it, that positions yet, but at some point I will. This one, that is a very good idea. That is about it. We can have a video chat through Zoom, or I'll see if it's possible to look at it and um, uh, where we can all be in a chat and people can ask questions to particular people and they can talk in there. More like a workshop style. But I'll think of something. You'll come up. I know Nick has been pushing for it. I know some other people's been. I know it's like a 12 flame movie project. Actually, this is a very good idea, Big Dog, for it. Yeah, the live movie, like a documentary. Boy, that documentary movie. Are you talking about my story documentary or Twin Flame Project movie? I don't know. Yes, Dio. Talking about biography documentary of Dio. Oh boy, oh, that is gonna be. They have to make I don't know soap opera for it. It's a lot going on. If you, the people probably the movie industry won't have the understanding and the capacity to handle the things. If I can tell so much. Boy, you asked me to open up my Pandora's box and everything that it's inside of me and try to bring it out in there. CC, you open up your Pandora box too quick, too fast. So now all the gifts that you're supposed to get, you open all the presents all at the same time. So we basically you don't know and which one to focus. Oh my God. You open this Pandora box too fast. I open up a little by little and asking the people to open up in there. I don't know why that came to me right now. CC. But you guys asking the documentary movie? Probably when somebody uh went I am just having coffee. Okay. CC relax. Oh, yeah. Take it easy. Yes, it is. We'll see. That's gonna be a good project, actually. Good idea for the documentary. We'll see. Maybe one day we're gonna achieve that. Right now, I have some other things to fry. Now I have a upcoming surgery that comes in February, and then you guys know I have things to need to settle down. Yeah, relax, sissy, little by little. Hi, Dios mío. Yeah. All right, guys. So, anyone, Layla? All right. Dio, I think your healer, your energy is so calm. I am a healer. Some of the people I healed. Some of the people come to me for sessions for astrology. I heal them. I didn't hide that from. So I spoke about this store. Yes, it is. All right, guys. I have things to do and so on. We don't pick up. Actually, I was wrong. Uh, I think Ray suggested maybe something on energy balancing. Okay. Ray. I think that is going to be pretty good. Talking about the balancing the energies from within, which is correlated to the today's topic. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, gotta love Ray. Question energy balancing. Yes, self care. And actually, this is pretty good that you added energy balancing and self care. And actually, it's pretty good, Ray. Ooh, that's gonna be good one. This is gonna be good one. Oh yeah. Uh, so okay, guys. Well, that was what's for today. Ray, thank you for the topic. And talking about this upcoming energies, I want to close this one out. It is about preparations. We always have the preparations that it's coming. I know we're sensing these energies. I'm not the only one. So let's put it that way. I communicate with a few people that pretty much on a daily basis around through the world that we are looking at what the energies are. They feel it, I feel it. We're not talking about looking at the chart and looking at the what the stars shows up. No, we're talking about how the people think, how they sensing the energies from within. So there's gonna be a new wisdom that's coming, and that's what this new wisdom it's require responsibility, dignity, very very powerful inner peace, so you can be able to manage this. Otherwise, if you don't manage, you cannot receive that kind of high vibrational responsibilities. So the inner peace is actually going to be increasing the vibrations because you can be able to handle it, what's coming. So all right. I was listening to your video and made me zen and fall asleep. Yeah, I have these energies of internal peace that I'm sharing it here. People sense it. So some of the people are falling asleep. There's nothing I can do about it. But that is those vibrations are for. So I'm sharing it with you guys. It is what it is. Can't help it, but sharing it. That's what it's all about. All right, guys. I want to say thank you for everything. I want to say thank you for the great chat, guys. Thank you for these peace vibrations here. And guys, love you so much. And uh, please come back tomorrow. And we're going to have another great session tomorrow about energy balancing and self care. All right, guys. Thank you. Love you all. You're a Libra, deal. Yes, I am. Still I am. So much hugs.